Good evening. I'd like to call the October 21st, 2021 voting session to order. Please rise to the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Excuse me.
Colleen, will you please call roll?
Present.
Here.
Mr. King,
Here.
Mr. Moad,
Here.
Mr. O'Neill,
Yes, he's here. Joe?
Here.
Mr. Ross,
Here.
Dr. Eunice,
Here.
Mr. Zaritsky,
Here.
Ms. Del Castro. Here. Mr. Halsey?
Thank you. Given the fact that there is only two individuals in the audience tonight, I'm not going to go through the entire decorum checklist that was posted on the website. I believe the two folks who are here have been at several meetings and have heard this before, so we'll take time and skip that. I would like to note that the board had an executive session tonight from 6:30 to 7 p.m. To discuss personnel matters specifically related to employee benefits, to receive legal advice from the solicitor, and to receive information from the
There was
superintendent.
one after last meeting as well.
Without further deliberation, and additionally, there was,
I did
refresh me of that date.
Wednesday,
October
October
6th.
13th, maybe?
And another one that occurred after the meeting on Wednesday, October 13th.
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 13th, that's right.
13th. Last thing, I would like to give a quick update on the masking litigation to the board and to the public. Yesterday, the PA Commonwealth Court heard oral arguments on the plaintiff's motion for preliminary injunction. They heard about an hour and a half worth of argument. The issue is now before the 5-judge panel, and they will make a decision at some point. There's no specific time limit, though. With preliminary injunctions, you would expect it to be more swifter response than a regular argument, like an appellate argument. So hopefully we'll have a decision on that shortly. Once we have that, our office will advise the district as to their obligations, whatever decision is.
Thank you, Pete.
Thank you.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay, so before we get into the routine business items, I do want to present a certificate of appreciation. This certificate comes from the Pennsylvania School Board Association. The Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania School Boards Association proudly presents a certificate of appreciation. It's in recognition of ongoing school board service and the long-term contributions of individuals who bring their energy, talent, and values to the guidance of youth in public education in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. These are thankless jobs for board members. There's certainly no pay involved in what you do for the community, and you certainly have dedicated your time, energies to the children of Central Valley School District. And on behalf of the School Board Association and the rest of the board directors in the district itself, I want to congratulate and present this to Dr. Nick Eunice for his 8 years of service with the Pennsylvania School Board Association. I realize that you're leaving the board. I want to tell you it's been an honor working with you the last 8 years.
Thank you. I feel the same way.
You're a
Thank
good
you very
man.
much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. It's very nice. Unexpected.
Public comments on agenda items.
Any public comment?
Yep.
Nope. Thank you.
All right, so moving on, to approve the combined voting session minutes for September 16th, 2021. That would be found on attachment A. Any discussion?
It's not good.
Second.
Mr. Zaritsky made the motion, Mr. Ross second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And there is an FYI. The first reading of the following policy additions and revisions, which is attachment B. That is a policy 113.1, discipline of students with disabilities. That is a revision. Policy 113.2 is behavior support. That is a revision. And policy 113.4, confidentiality of special education. student information, and that is new. Moving on, Mr. King, Treasurer's Report.
Following bills and reports are submitted for approval. Pay bills. Number one, confirm the September 2021 general fund payments in the amount of $3,146,941.19. Attachment C. Number two, to confirm the September 2021 cafeteria fund payments in the amount of $7,891.77. Attachment D. A report to approve the September 2021 Berkheimer report, attachment E. I will make that motion.
Second.
Mr. King made the motion, Mr. Bloom second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. There is nothing under board policy items, so Mr. O'Neill, we are with you.
Okay, to approve, to renew the contract to Colleen Kearns, confidential secretary, for a period of 4 years from July 1, 2022 to June 30, 2026, with a salary of $53,347.80. Number two, to approve to renew the contract of Mary Ann Kostelek, transition coordinator, for a period of 3 years from July 1, 2022 to June 30, 2025, with a salary of $42,276.36. Number three, to approve to renew the contract of Roberta Rama, confidential secretary, for a period of 3 years from July 1, 2022 to June 30, 2025, with a starting salary of $38,950.70. Number four, to approve to renew the contract of Amy Zarinsky, confidential secretary, for a period of 3 years from July 1, 2022 to June 30, 2025, with a starting salary of $37,815.73. Number five, in accordance with the provision of Section 508, 1071, and 1073 of the Public School Code of 1949, the Central Valley School District reappoints Dr. Nicholas Perry as the superintendent of Central Valley School District from July 1, 2022 to June 30, 2027, at a salary of $152,839.41. Terms and conditions of contract pending review and approval by the solicitor. And I'd like to move to renew all five of those contracts as listed.
Mr. Zaritsky, second. Any discussion?
No, I just want to thank Mr. O'Neill. A lot of effort went into his work renewing these contracts. I think he did a great job. Thank the rest of the negotiation committee.
Anyone else? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries.
May I make a comment?
You certainly may.
I would like to thank the Board of Education for your continued support of myself, of, all of my staff. You have been wonderful to work with. We challenge each other. I think that's a good thing. Any success we've had in the district is not because of me, it's because of the people that work in this district. I have tremendous people that work here, administrators, teachers, cafeteria workers, custodians, you name it, secretaries. I appreciate, everybody's support, and we're going to continue to work hard to make this the, premier district in Beaver County. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Appreciate it. And for all of my staff out there, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay, moving on. Mr. Ross, education items.
Number one, to approve, confirm the release time staff development request. Listed on the left-hand side is the conference and location. The middle is the individual or individuals that will be attending those ones. And the date will be, is listed on the right. Two, to approve a contract with the Watson Institute from 7/1/2021 to 6/30/2022 to provide educational services for a student at a cost of $95 an hour See attachment F. 3, to approve an addendum to the lease agreement with Beaver Valley Intermediate Unit to increase the amount of space leased at Todd Lane Elementary to 4,056 square feet with the addition of one classroom space, attachment G. So moved.
Second.
Mr. Moat seconds. Any discussion on items 1 through 3? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Moad, anything to share with us this evening?
Nothing at this time, thank you.
Okay. Mr. King, we are back to you for athletics.
To approve the following winter coaching staff and stipends pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances. The sport is on the left column. The middle column is their title of coach and their positions. And the salaries are on the right column. And I'll read the boys' basketball is Brandon Ambrose, that's a head coach. Girls' basketball is Chris Rasso, head coach. Wrestling, Kevin Rose, head coach. Gymnastic, Terry Gazda, head coach. Swimming, Larry Polochak, head coach. Number 2, to approve an agreement with the Beaver Area School District for use of their swimming pool for the 2021-2022 school year. Number 3, to approve the following sponsors for intramural bowling for the 21-22 school year, up to 100 hours at $12 an hour. Roxanne Dion. High school, Jennifer Jones. Middle school, Jennifer Magnello. Todd Lane, Debbie Giuliani. Todd Lane. Number 4, to pre-approve the varsity baseball team for a spring trip to Cocoa Beach, Florida from March 6th, 2022 to March 21st, 2022, attachment H. Number 5, to pre-approve the varsity softball team for a spring trip to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, March 24th, 2022 through March 27th, 2022, attachment I. I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mr. Ambrose seconds. Any discussion on 1 through 5?
I'm looking at Heather Spinelli and Hannah Polochak listed twice. Is that just a typo, or is that more people there, or what?
I think that's probably a typo. That's a typo.
Was it a typo? Okay.
Thank you for bringing that up. We'll get it straight. Thank you.
Any other questions, discussion? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Dr. Eunice?
The extracurricular activities, I know why you guys gave me the certificate of appreciation, so I wouldn't read all this stuff. I feel guilty, so I'm gonna have, the destination is there with all the different locations, the group and the dates as listed. So appreciate that, and that's it.
Okay, that was just an FYI. So to build grounds, Mr. Zaritsky.
Thank you. Number 1 is we're looking to approve and confirm the following building usage request pending final approval from the superintendent regarding the review of the organization's health and safety plan, as well as a liability waiver sign-off. There's the building, the organization, the date, and the purpose. And Ms. Belcastro, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to give an update on some of the stuff that the Building and Grounds Committee's been meeting with. So last Wednesday, the Building and Grounds Committee met with Dr. Perry and Ms. Belcastro just to receive some information on where we are with the Center Grain project. And a lot of preliminary work, early phases of the project, just trying to make everything fit between the administration and the architect and the engineers. But I know that there's been some questions out about some timelines, and we would like to share that. So the initial timeline, and please know this is subject to change based on just many, many things with permitting, scheduling, delays, and everything else. But the land development approval is projected to be the end of May of 2022. Looking for put the bids out and award the project by the end of June 2022. Preliminary construction start date is July of 2022. The duration of the project is estimated to be 14 months. Substantial completion is projected to be August 2023 and occupancy of the new facility in 2023 also. And that we are looking on track to have the architect come and do a presentation at some point for the public and this board in November. So that's kind of where we are right now on the project at Center Grange. And one more thing, there is some little project going on with a sewer line down at Todd Lane. It is functioning at this point in time, and to not infringe a lot of trafficking down there with the buses and parent pickup and disturb the school, that we're looking to do a repair on that sewer line at some point, the 4th, 5th, and 6th of November, whenever there's parent-teacher conferences, and potentially roll into the weekend to finish the work. And then after that's repaired, I'm sure that there's going to be some information to the board of how they want to proceed with the rest of that line.
Yes.
So thank you, Ms. Belcastro.
May I, any discussion? Can I have a motion on
So moved.
Mr. Zaritsky, second, Dr. Yunus? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Bloom, personnel.
Yes, we need to approve the additions to the 2021-2022 substitute list pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances found on attachment J. Number 2, to approve the resignation of Patricia Conkle, paraprofessional, effective August 15, 2021, found on attachment K. Number 3, to approve an FMLA request for a paraprofessional from September 23rd, 2021 through December 23rd, 2021. Number 4, to approve an FMLA request for a teacher from November 15th, 2021 through March 23rd, 2022. Number 5, to approve an unpaid leave request for a teacher from March 24th, 2022 through June 3rd, 2022. Number 6, to approve an intermittent leave for a cafeteria worker from September 28th, 2021 through June 3rd, 2022. Number 7, to approve an FMLA request for a paraprofessional from September 27th, 2021 through November 8th, 2021. Number 8, to approve the resignation of Daniel Gallagher, custodian, effective immediately, found in attachment L. Number 9, to approve an FMLA request for a high school teacher from February 14th, 2022 through June 22nd, 2022. Number 10, to approve the resignation of Ida Moran, paraprofessional, effective October 22nd, 2021, found attachment M. I would like to move on items 1 through 4 and 6 through 10. So moved.
Second.
Morat seconds. Any discussions on 1 through 4 and 6 through 10? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
I'll make a motion on number 5.
Zaritsky, second. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor? Opposed?
No.
Denied.
Motion denied.
And that brings us to
Finance.
you, Mr. Ambrose, in finance.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. 1, to approve the opening of the 2021 Bond Construction Fund checking account with Westbanco for the purpose of construction payments related to the 2021 bond. So moved.
Second. Mr. Ross, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. So,
I have
I
nothing
extended the
else.
car right
you
now.
have nothing tonight?
I have nothing else. Thank you.
Have nothing tonight? Dr. Eunice, I'm going to start with you tonight.
Well, this isn't my last meeting, but it's getting close, so I don't want to get all mushy, so I'm good. Thank you. I'll save it.
Inc., nothing? Mr. Moed?
Two quick things, Dr. Perry, you've done a great job for this district. I'm glad we were able to come to terms. I thank Mr. O'Neill for working on those contracts with the other employees also. It's good to have great employees that want to be here and have worked well in the district, and we're happy for all 5 of those contracts. And then just as information, I received third day enrollment numbers from BVIU. We have exactly 3 students enrolled in kindergarten at Baden Academy this year.
I'll double check out with the bills as well, because sometimes there may be a little discrepancy. But I'll double check it as well. Thank you. And thank you for the kind words. Much appreciated.
No comment.
No comment? Mr. Zaritsky?
No, good, thank you.
Mr. Bloom?
I'd like to commend Finance Committee and the work on getting the bond at the rate we got. It's considering savings for the district, for our project. Good job. And Administrator, Mr. Maley. So, thank you very much.
Mr. Ross?
I'd just like to echo what Mr. Moed said about the contracts of our superintendent and the other people that were extended their contracts, and also what Mr. Bloom had just said with the Finance Committee. So, to save the district and taxpayers money. I appreciate that.
Okay, and that leaves me. Congratulations
Thank you.
on your contract.
Thank you.
I want to thank the PTA for the storyteller at Center Grange yesterday. He was very interesting. He entertained me. And I want to congratulate Coach Lyons.
Yes, very nice article in the paper. Very nice. That's a very good point.
And well-deserved for the coach.
He was named Pennsylvania
Coach.
Football Coach of the Year. And he'll go up nationally against the other coaches across the country, but very well deserved. Mark does a great job.
Yep. So with that,
I told somebody the other day, I had my shirt on, they said, are you the superintendent? They said, are you the football coach? I said, he's got a better record than I do.
very good. There's something, may I have a motion?
Oh, public comment.
Public comment.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Okay.
Motion to adjourn, Mr. Moad, second, Mr. Ambrose, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.